The air doesn't just get cold in the Great Lakes Exclusion Zone. It gets sharp. At minus 80 degrees, the atmosphere undergoes a phase shift, becoming a brittle, crystalline medium that lungs weren't designed to process. I live in a lung, a reinforced hydroponic greenhouse buried under 20 feet of hard-packed, blue-tinted ice. Above me, the world is a flat, featureable white void where the sun is just a pale, heatless coin in a bruised sky. I am Dr. Aris Thorne. Once, I studied the migration patterns of invasive species. Now, I am the invasive species, clinging to a pocket of artificial warmth provided by a temperamental geothermal tap. The silence was broken at 4 o'clock by the sound of metal screaming. Not a person. The pipes. The geothermal regulator, a rusted piece of machine that draws heat from a deep-crust fissure, had finally seized. The internal thermometer began to drop immediately. 22 degrees Celsius, 18 degrees Celsius, 14 degrees Celsius. I looked at my kale crops. In 10 degrees, they would blacken. In 20, they would shatter. I have one suit, a bulky multi-layered thermal rig line with aerogel and powered by a fading lithium-sulfur battery. To fix the tap, I need a replacement manifold. The nearest one is at Research Station Delta, 3 miles across the crust, a frozen expanse of Lake Michigan that is now as solid as granite. I checked my oxygen. I checked my flares. I stepped into the airlock and felt the pressure equalize. When the outer door opened, the Whiteout rushed in, not as wind, but as a weight. The cold hit my visor like a physical blow, instantly frosting the edges of my vision. I stepped out onto the surface. The world was gone. There was no horizon, no sky, only the infinite, blinding white. I tethered myself to the hatch, took a step, and felt the ice groan beneath me. Somewhere in the distance, a sound carried to the dense, frozen air, a low, rhythmic scraping. Something else was out here, moving through the tunnels of the deep snow, and it sounded hungry,